How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the First Beserker Khazan. So we're here in the Celestial Tower. I believe we are probably near the end here. We went up there and they were talking about, are you ready? Sort of thing. I did kill the elite over there. There was a chest over there. Did farm the elite a couple times and did drop some legendary gear, but like I said before, I don't, or not legendary, epic. I don't feel like that's necessary to, at least right now, to farm them for epic gear. I did craft a new set of the defector and the to get things all on the same level. 147 is the highest I could go. So this is what we're walking in there with. And yeah, I don't feel that it's necessary to farm the epic gear. It's gonna take a while, and I mean, I'm already over leveled for the recommended level here, so don't want to be. I mean, still gonna get clapped, but I don't want to be too crazy high level. So let's go. Probably heading directly towards the end here, I would assume. To a confrontation with Ozma. Oh jeez. This looks fine. Oh god, really? Oh, look, came back to life. That's great. Come on, dude. Goodbye. Jeez. Okay. That's great. That's wonderful. Okay, looking nice and slow there. This is but this better not be a long section, because this is gonna annoy me real quick. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. I have no words for this trolley bullshit. This is... ruining my mood real quick here. Okay, we have to go there, but I thought I saw another platform here. I don't think there's anything there.
I sense this master of chaos nearby.
Good.
He must be stopped before
I don't want any more of that.
Everything.
He will die, Phantom. I swear it.
Something down there. Let's get this while we're here. This probably goes back to the... Blade Nexus, I would assume. There was an elevator shaft there. Yes, it does. Okay. Should have probably rested, but it's what it is. Okay. Now let's see what this is. Why is this here? Where's this go? It's kind of weird. Loot, okay. Get that after. Get all that stuff after. Oh, buddy. There we go. Got him. Is there more up top? Or was it just that dude? Lacroma here. And we got some lacroma here. Yeah, we already checked those two spots. Nothing there. There was nothing here. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why that little platforming section annoyed me so much, but it did. Oh, great. Get out of the corner. No. Okay. Thanks. Yep. Do not like those things. So much freaking health. It's insane. Okay, I think we're here. Audience chamber. Oh yeah. Could have probably leveled up, but lost some lacrima falling to my death because Khazan is kind of floaty when he walks, so slipped off the edge. Oh well. Oh yeah, we're here. Let's go.
Khazan, how you must have suffered to be here. Ozma, what happened to you?
Boy.
Do you remember the day we fought Hismar? I thought if we defeated him, we could save the world. But I was wrong. The real problem was humanity itself. They murder each other, feed off each other like parasites, an endless cycle of life and death. We risked everything for them. Despite our efforts to save the Empire, humanity brought us ruin. And Reese. They even killed Reese. To someone you loved. Because my Reese is gone. And what you met was an empty shell. Completely meaningless. Humanity has crossed the final line. But you can still stand with me, Khazan. Together, we can restore order to this twisted world. I didn't come here to stand by your side again. I'm here to make you pay for your crimes. All of them. For what you did to me, to my men.
And most of all for what you did to Reese.
I see. So be it. Then this. Be my answer.
Boy. Okay,
Khazan,
Mr. Chaos Man.
why do you insist on fighting me? You see, the real enemy is humanity.
Ozma, look at how you've changed. And what you've become.
Yikes. Damn, he does like every element, it looks like. Yikes. Oh, man, that hurts.
Alright, so adding in some post commentary here. This fight took me a long time, and it was unfortunately spoiled to me that it is a 3-phase fight. I read that somewhere along the way. I was like, oh god, I wish I wouldn't have read that. But basically, first phase, I found out that he can kind of be stun locked pretty much, just by using Phantom Knight's Veil and then doing a Helm Breaker into like a charged heavy. But the Phantom Knight's Veil is the key there. Gotta constantly kind of refresh that, just so he kind of stands there and gets staggered by the waves from you charging up the charged heavy. So trying to do that wherever I can here. At this point, I'm still not exactly perfect in the first phase. I mean, we made it to the second phase first time, with still a bit of struggle, but yeah, the fight took me probably approaching like double-digit hours for the whole thing altogether, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever spent that long on a boss before. I don't know, maybe. I really don't know, but I still stand by that. You know, this game isn't really any more difficult than, you know, From Software title. So it's just a matter of, you know, learning the patterns. These wing attacks too, they took me a while to figure out the timing for the brink guard. I still don't have it completely down right, but it's better than what I was doing at the beginning. So and he varies up the amount of times that he does it too. See, that attack, that burst attack, I kept hoping for, because it's super easy to get that down. Okay, here we go. Second phase.
I wish we could have done this together, old friend. Allow me to be clearer. This marks the dawn of a new order.
Alright, here we go.
We see.
He goes a bit more crazy in this phase.
We not then have the right to destroy it.
And he can only be staggered in a few spots here, which took me a while to figure out. That burst attack is what we want, but I missed it. I didn't know the timing for it yet. That attack there, he can start to... Yeah, you see he starts to get staggered there. Couple attacks, if you brink guard it, he'll get staggered. Yeah. Straight up craziness in this phase. And he's got a grab. Yeah, that attack he gets staggered. Yeah, you see, yeah. Between the burst counter and those two attacks are the ones we want to see, basically. Where we can get some good damage windows in. Likes to do tons of projectiles. Unfortunately, it took me out there.
To understand, it's time to let go of that mortal shell.
Okay, so now here's a full phase 2 into the first time I got to phase 3. So actually, funny story, I only made it to phase 3 twice, and the second time I made it to phase 3, I killed him. So, kinda got used to this phase, I guess. Like I said, it took a while, man. I mean, very cool fight, very epic, but man, it took me a while to get through it. It wasn't annoying like the Valerian fight either. You know, it was a cool fight, but it was just difficult to get there. Just learning everything. It's so many attacks. And honestly, I was having a little bit of a problem, like visually, in the fight because there's so much going on, like projectiles flying all over the place and just like energy waves and sucking up energy and AoEs, and yeah, it was honestly kind of a nightmare. So this, when he goes up here, you can hit him with a javelin, and this messes him up, brink guarding these and then like dodging the fourth one that comes out, because the fourth one does a lot of chaos buildup. So that messes him up pretty good, like brink guarding those projectiles. Unfortunately, did a grab there. Yep. There we go. Stagger him a bit. The chaos buildup is another big issue in this fight. It's honestly what was getting me a lot as well. Trying to cleanse it and then find time to heal. Which he almost got me. This is like a vacuum. It like pulls you in towards it if I'm like spam dodging. And he does this bullshit like while that thing is going on. Okay, it's a burst attack. That's what we want to see. This thing is a massive AoE. Almost got him here. Oh, and this? Yeah. The first time I saw this, I ran away from it. I didn't know what it was. Bad move, because he heals from that. I was so angry. I was like, are you kidding me? So yeah, you need to destroy that, like, literally the minute you see him do that. Yeah, that move, if you brain guard it, he'll get staggered. Doing this again, which is good. Gives me an opportunity to run away and heal. Does this 3 times, there's a delay on this one. Yep. Again. The grab keeps getting me though. It came out pretty quick, and it was tough for me to see what the animation was, where he was actually going to do a grab.
Khazan, chaos is the only true salvation!
So, this phase moves are basically the same. He does a couple different things. He does a lot more burst counters, which I wasn't ready for. Like, different one right there. Right at the beginning. Yep, and I couldn't catch that one either. It's a little bit faster. Caught me with another one. You see he's doing it all over the place. But it's a gimmick. And I'll explain when we get there again. Alright. Time for the winning attempt here. Gotta watch out for that ice. That ice, if you get caught in that, that'll delete your whole health bar. That hurts so much. So does that ring of fire. Like the way he was starting out this attempt, yeah, and then he's doing that. The way he was starting out this attempt, it wasn't starting out great, and I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be the attempt, but sure enough, it was. So. So honestly, what I was doing with the fight is I was trying to learn it and you know, I actually wasn't concerned about the amount of healing I had, mainly because I figured I could use, if I needed to, I could use willpower orbs. What I didn't want to do is, you know, do all these attempts and blow through those trying to get through the fight when I didn't know it that well. So basically what my strategy here was is just, you know, blow through my healing if I needed to, and then use my willpower orbs as a last-ditch effort if I needed to. So I did use them a couple times if I felt like I was doing okay, just so I wouldn't have to like blow through my materials and like craft more. So, which I was, I did go through a fair amount of materials making chaos cleanse potions. So. Yeah, it's a couple times in this fight where I think you saw it right there, where the game got the frame rate just like tanked because of everything going on the screen. Only happened a few times though. As you can see, though, very cool fight, though. The spectacle of it all. It's pretty difficult. For me, at least. So here we go. Phase 2. So yeah, if you're using the greatsword like me, and you're having problems with the fight, you know, try to use the same combo that I'm using here. It worked out pretty well. Phantom Knight's Veil, just keep that active whenever you can. And specific attacks here that we want in the second phase are like the burst attack. One where he slides backwards and gathers energy and then like dashes towards you. You want to break guard that. Stagger him after that. Then the other one where he does like a little hop up in the air and it comes down. Brink guard that, you can stagger him there too. And then the one at 50% where he goes up in the air and shoots all the projectiles. Like that's good to mess his fortitude gauge up if you brink guard all the projectiles, except for the big ones. Yep, that one. Yep. That's the one you want. Kept catching me with the grab. Unfortunately. He doesn't do that one too often. That, like, beam attack. I think he does it in the third phase more. He does it in this phase. Yep, so this is where we want what we want. We want him to, he does this all the time at 50%. We want to brink guard this stuff. Dodge that one. Brink guard those. Dodge that one. Brink guard these. Dodge. Again, unfortunately. He does do a grab after that, a lot of the time. After where he flies up in the air. First count, that's what we want. We're doing pretty well here. 5 heals. And we need to destroy this thing. So he doesn't heal. vacuum. He always does the dashes after the vacuum. And the beam attacks. Another burst counter, there we go. Now, I think that execution stays up there for a bit, so you can heal up, cleanse, chaos. It seemed like it lasted for a bit. There he goes with the beams. Other than the beams, like, most of the moves are basically the same in this phase. But the thing with this phase is you need to hit all the burst counters, because that is going to tick down his health the most. And you don't want to get hit by the burst counters or the grabs, because he heals from that. So his health bar is a little bit different. You see it's purple here. See, we caught that one. Once we're able to get brutal attack here, you see his health turn red. So his health cannot heal beyond the red portion. Yeah, that's a different attack. So yeah, basically everything's the same in this phase for the most part. You just need to hit all those burst counters. Okay, got another one. See, there we go. See, you do damage, and then if you get a successful burst counter, it will make that red portion of his health fill up. He goes with the vacuum. Got that. There we go. Got him. Now this cutscene is pretty epic here.
Why do you stubbornly refuse to understand?
This is like some super anime stuff right here. Damn.
Khazan, I'm sorry. Ozma.
Phantom, show yourself. It's over. It's all over.
This is the true ending, apparently, by the way. The Empire fell, reduced to ruins, leaving Khazan with nothing. The weight of killing Ozma with his own hands is now a deep, haunting nightmare that clings to him. Despite knowing there's nothing more to be done, he returns to the place where Ozma's memory still lives. Ozma's quarters.
This sword.
Khazan, is this really for me? Thank you. You teach me to fight with it, and I'll teach you to use magic. Together, we'll be unstoppable.
Okay.
How beautiful. Thank you, Khazan. I wish we could stay like this forever. The three of us together.
Reese.
Alright, so there's a couple other things down here. I wasn't sure if I should touch this, but it showed me a cutscene and then I was able to go upstairs.
Reese, no! Reese, wake up, please.
So Reese got executed.
Kill him! Kill the traitor!
To think we once called you a hero!
So, this is my reward for saving the Empire from the evil of Hismar. I see now. The real evil is humanity itself.
Ozma, what was the point of ripping the world apart with your hatred?
A couple more things up here to interact with. Okay, so the day the black moon rose. The day the black moon rose, I came upon something extraordinary in El Ravika's lab. It wasn't a substance in the usual sense. It was more like energy, power. Nearly indistinguishable from the air, yet when I first discovered it, it bore the shape of an eye. The moment I touched it, an overwhelmingly sense raw power coursed through me, something I had never experienced before. It quickly dissolved and vanished as if it guided me to its presence. The deeper I study the power, the stronger my magic grows. Perhaps it could even help Khazan defend the Empire against Hismar. The power might hold the key to bringing salvation to the world. Hismar conquest, the fight against Hismar, Khazan and I risked everything. My strength fell short and I could barely offer him support. Just as Hismar prepared to unleash its final strike, Khazan lunged at it once more. My dearest friend charges forth, placing unwavering trust in me. How could I ever turn a blind eye to him? Chaos is wild and treacherous, but I had no choice. I had to wield its power. And finally, Hismar fell. Khazan was unharmed, but this feeling of unease remains with me still. My hunger for chaos is unbearable. Prophecy. I came across the rumored prophecy in the royal archives. It tells of a song echoing through the Emperor's Grand Hall, praising the two wolves who brought down the Berserk Dragon. One day, the Age Lion, the Emperor, will be torn apart by the fangs of the wolves. Plain as day, two wolves represent Khazan and I, trying to track down the one who dared to utter such nonsense into the ear of the Emperor under the guise of prophecy proved fruitless. They vanished without a trace as if they had never existed at all. There's one thing that truly captured my attention. A symbol representing a tearful eye in the prophecy matches the mark I found in the substance I discovered the day the Black Moon rose. Reese, even with Hismar's death, the paradise I longed for never came. No matter where I turn, all I see hell stretched out before me. Khazan and Reese are gone, no longer by my side. What was the point of killing Hismar if only two people I cared about are no longer at my side? What use is being the Empire's greatest mage? There's nothing left for me now, just a hollow shell clinging to life against its will. I need to know why the Emperor's guards murdered Reese, but they no longer walked this mortal plane. Their bodies each bore a mark in the shape of an eye, as though they were branded, slaves to a master. Yet there was nothing to be seen in the eyes.
If it were not for the eye, Ozma would never have known about chaos. The influence of the eye is clear in everything you've lost.
I thought I had lost everything, but I was wrong. I still have. My revenge.
So it seems to me that the eye still needs to be destroyed. It's still out there. What do you guys think? What do you take from that ending? But yeah, that is it for the first Berserker Khazan. What a game. I mean, just unbelievable. Absolute peak top tier game. I will have to consider like where that ranks in the top 10 Souls-likes. I mean, obviously it's gotta fall in the top 10. Some tough competition in there. You know, and despite there being some fights in this in the game that I did not enjoy and I did not agree with, I mean, the rest of the game certainly outweighs that in immeasurably, honestly. So, absolute. I'm gonna do a review for the game, but just, you know, I can tell you right now, it's a 10 out of 10. I just need to, you know, gather my thoughts and do a review. But I mean, I'm wondering if I even need to, because it's just a 10 out of 10, absolute peak top tier Souls-like. But I'm going to let the rest of the credits roll here, and we'll do some stuff after. All right, credits are done. Now we go back to the crevice. Okay, so we can start the next journey by talking to Phantom, which we will do eventually. But yeah, that is it. We can, there's some post-game dialogue that we can have, so let's talk to everybody.
Oh, look at that. A new design.
So we can actually craft epic gear now. And we do have, I don't think I showed it here, but we do have, we did get the recipe for Ozma's set, which, let's be honest, I don't think I'm going to farm Ozma for the, for the materials to make that set. That fight was tough enough.
You have succeeded. But victory does not always mean happiness. Remember, though, time heals all wounds.
Okay. Alright, so let's talk to everybody
You
else.
saved us all, General. We want to help however we can. The Bantu never forget a debt.
Buy some more materials from this dude. Buy another one of those. As always. He's got some epic gear that we can craft now. Talk to
did it,
Tristan and
General.
Julian.
It was not easy. But you did it. I swear on my life that I will follow you until the end. You made the right decision, sir. If you did anything else, things would have been much worse. I hope you can make peace with yourself. If you ever need me, just send word. I'll stand by your side, no matter what.
So,
Larian.
this is Ozma's end. If we hadn't stopped him, he would have corrupted everyone. He would have destroyed the world.
That is true.
You've defeated the Master of Chaos, but I can still sense rage within you. This may not be the end, but just the beginning of something else for you. Now you are strong enough to unlock Soulstone. Tell me, what do you desire to gain if you've unlocked all the Soulstone effects? There are no more effects left.
Alright. So we got some spirit. And that is it. Got all the stuff. So other than entering the training grounds, the throne is useless to us.
Your mission is not over. Chaos is still at large.
Yep.
Become stronger. Fulfill your pact.
Okay, so we can begin the next journey with him. But yeah, that is it for the First Beserker Khazan. Like I said, what an amazing game. Well worth the wait. Probably so far, I'd say this is game of the year for me. But that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Lots of work went into this. Lots of hard work. Lots of editing. Hours on boss fights. So I really hope you enjoyed. So it was a pleasure bringing it all to you. So I appreciate every single one of you. So I hope you were all doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you as always. And take care.